how's it going?
Hi, I'm Kevin with Gold Star Plumbing and Heat.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sam.
Nice.
I'm the one that called you out this morning.
Okay. So why did you call us out?
We've been having a lot of trouble with our furnace, I think. The heat's not really working. It just kind of quit on us.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's pretty cold out there for it.
Yeah, especially with winter time coming up, you know.
Yeah.
I want to make sure this is fixed now or relatively soon versus
Sure.
waiting out and trying to figure it out myself, you know. I'm
Sure.
too busy. I don't want to deal with it.
Mhm.
So I figured just calling someone would be easier.
Yeah. So do you want me to get it fixed today, or what are you thinking?
Well, I'm hoping to just get it looked at and maybe an estimate and most likely fixed within the next week or so. So,
Okay. So just whenever that fits in with your schedule, you want me to get it fixed?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go take a look downstairs at it and see what's wrong with it.
All right, sounds good.
So, this is furnace.
Okay. I see here that it says that it was installed in '96 by XYZ Heating Company.
Yeah.
So that tells me it's about 20 years old, and that's when they typically started having problems. XYZ, how come you didn't have those guys out? It looks like they've done some maintenance here before.
Well, when I only moved in this house about 10 years ago, so I wasn't here when they installed it. But that company has like done maintenance and stuff for me before this.
Okay.
But we called you out because these guys weren't being very professional. We'd call them out and they'd say, "This is what time we're coming out," and they'd give us our little time frame or whatever, give us an hour or two,
Sure.
and they'd be way late, or they'd call us early and say, "Hey, can we like move you up or whatever?" And it's like, well, I already planned for you to be here during that hour.
Because you got off work.
I moved my schedule around for you guys to be here, and they continually kept changing it, trying to change the time, and they'd come out and they'd spend I don't know how long here, and then they'd be like, "Well, we don't know the problem. We gotta do this, or we gotta order this part," and they'd come back, and it was just I don't know. It wasn't very professional.
Sure.
You know?
Yep. Okay. That's what we tend to hear a lot. That the timing is. That's why I think we got such good reviews. Is our timing is kind of punctual. Like we like to be. That's what we kind of pride ourselves on, is being punctual, being on time, and letting the customer know that we're here for them, and when we schedule an appointment and stuff like that. But so yeah.
Yeah, so this was put in 20 years ago. We've had a couple different parts and pieces fixed on it or whatever. I don't even know what it is, what parts they've done to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what happened now. It's just not working. You
Sure.
turn it on, it doesn't work. So I don't know.
We'll get that figured out.
Yeah.
So you said you moved in here 10 years ago. Did you live somewhere prior to that, or?
Yeah. I lived back in I lived down in Illinois. So, and I moved up here just because it's so much nicer up here than living down there. And
That's quite. Did your job bring you up here with your wife and kids, or what? How did you move up here? Just
yeah.
cause?
Well, I was a regional sales manager of a smaller company down there, and they had another home office up here, and the opportunity presented itself to move up here. So I just decided just uproot and go and try something different.
Sure.
And my wife was in on it. She was like, "Yeah, let's try it." And
Sure.
my two kids, so yeah.
They like moving up here. They
Yeah.
like it better up here. Or?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
I
A lot
mean,
more. Were you from Chicago area, or?
Yeah, just south or
Okay.
south suburbs. So yeah.
A lot more peaceful up here, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot quieter, a lot less traffic, and you know, so it's nice to be up here versus down there.
Yeah.
It's going good. So,
What do you guys like to do? Like, what are your guys' hobbies up here then?
well, for me, I like to go out and hunt, and I fish occasionally, but I'm more of a hunter for sure, waterfowl and sometimes deer when I can get out. So.
Yeah, good areas for that stuff up here.
Yeah.
Rather than in the cities, huh? I bet you couldn't get out too much back in Chicago.
No, it's a lot rougher to get out hunting down there than it is up here. And go somewhere after work, or go out on a weekend. You could go out for a couple hours and it's fine to just go out. So
Sure.
versus down there, you're driving, I don't know, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours just to get out,
Yeah.
and then to sit, and then to drive back. Well, your whole day's shot.
Right. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Yeah. Around here, there's so
Yeah.
much public land, you can just pretty much go right out your back door.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's nice.
So I like it. We all like it.
That's good.
But so-
That's good.
So yeah, this was installed way before we
Way
got
before it,
here. We,
okay.
like I said, we've had some maintenance and stuff done to it. I couldn't tell you. I mean, they told us what they fixed.
Right,
I
but
just,
it's kind of over your
Right,
head.
yeah.
Kind of,
Over my head, you're like, it's already
yeah. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
So, all right, I'll take a look, and then I'll go out to my truck. I'll find out what's wrong with it, and then I'll go out to my truck, get you some options on how we can fix it, how we can replace it, if you need a new furnace or whatnot. So, I'm gonna go ahead, take a look for now, and then I'll go out to my truck, and I'll be back down here.
All right.
Found that the igniter is out, and the blower motor is not working correctly.
Okay.
So, what I've done is I've came up with 6 different options. We could, most of the options are replacing it with a brand new furnace because this is a 20-year-old furnace. So, what happens? The expected life is 20 years about.
Okay.
So what happens now is more and more things can go wrong inside here after I do this. After I put in the blower motor and the igniter.
Yeah.
So my suggestion would kind of be to maybe think, if you have the money, think about replacing this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because otherwise they're just going to keep putting money into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had that XYZ come on here and fix something on it not too long ago, but besides that, I really haven't had a big problem with it. Like
Sure.
you're saying that it's 20 years and then the furnaces start to go downhill, but I mean, before that I never had a problem with it, but now I guess, I don't know.
Right, yeah. Well, with anything else, like your wash machine, your water heater, once they reach a certain age, things start going wrong.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Okay.
like your car.
Yeah.
After you get 20,000 or 200,000, it kind of starts degrading. You can kind of look
yeah.
for a new vehicle.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's kind of what you're looking at with the furnace. It's kind of at that 200,000 mark. Stuff
Okay.
can start going wrong with it.
Mhm.
Well, there's 3 different types of furnaces that you can install here.
Mhm.
This is a single stage furnace, which works great. It's the most economical furnace. So what single stage is you probably notice it. The thermostat will kick it on, and it'll blow until it reaches the temperature that the thermostat's set at,
Okay.
and it'll shut off.
Yeah.
So with this, your utility bills, and they're all would be higher than with like the premier options or
So when you
premium
say
options.
economical, you're saying like price-wise of the
Right.
furnace, it's
Yes.
going to be lower,
Yes.
but then utilities are going to be higher.
Yep. So
Okay.
your utilities are more expensive with this because it just a gush, it blows on, heats it all up. You're wasting a lot of gas, a lot of power in a short time,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just shuts off, and it just keeps doing this.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's actually harder on the blower and everything inside there because stuff likes to continually run. It doesn't like to shut off, turn back on, shut off, turn back on.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, the second type of furnace is a double stage, and what that does is it'll do the same thing. If the thermostat needs it to heat the house up, it'll kick it on, blow it till it's at the right temperature, and then I'll go down to a lower setting. So it'll kind of keep it more balanced throughout the house.
Yeah.
And then if it needs more heat, it'll blow on high, and then I'll go back to low. So you kind of get what that
Okay.
does.
Yeah. So then would that second one still have just one thermostat?
Yep,
Or like
yep.
how does that work with thermostats connected to the furnace for heat?
Yeah, it'll just have one thermostat
Okay.
and one zone. So you
Okay.
can make it into more zones too, but I don't know. This isn't a huge house where you have to worry about zoning.
Yep.
I don't think, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe you do want to worry about zoning, but that's a whole extra.
Yeah.
That's a lot more money. We
Yeah.
gotta redo all your duct work and everything like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you're interested, I could get you options on that too. And then the modulating furnace, which is the premier furnace, it has the lowest rating for utilities.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier on the furnace because it's constantly running, so all the parts it typically lasts longer most of the time.
Okay.
So yeah. So then I came up with 6 options. The first option is a new modulating furnace
Okay.
with a 10-year warranty, so you can't write a check. So say your heat goes out on Christmas, right? All your family's here, your heat goes out, you know.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, dang. So what do you do? You call us, right? How do you think that'd be pretty expensive to call us on Christmas and stuff? Yeah, it'd be free for 10 years, right?
Okay.
So with this 10-year warranty, that's why it's so nice. And then along with that, indoor air purification system.
Okay.
So this is a premier option, you know, pretty expensive. So like, don't shoot me. I mean, it's really expensive. I don't know if you're gonna want it or not. So, but I always have to, you know, have to give the option.
Yeah.
So then, how much do you think that would be for a furnace like that?
I have no idea.
No, what, like $16,000 or?
I don't know. I don't know what furnaces run. I've never looked into like buying a new furnace. I figured it was something to just band-aid, keep fixing, and you know, I never looked into a full furnace. I have no idea what a furnace would cost.
Oh, okay. Well,
whether it's the economical one stage one or whether it's a module, I don't know. I've never.
Sure. You know how you it's like the band-aid off, or you know, just keep putting parts into it. Like, you got to look at this kind of as your vehicle, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you do just keep fixing your vehicle, keep fixing it, but by that time, you know, it's gonna run down. You're not gonna. I mean, there's gonna be nothing left of it.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, this is the engine of your whole house.
Right.
You know,
okay.
It heats and cools it, so you got to look at that kind of like your engine of your vehicle. You know.
Yep.
So there's gonna be tons of stuff that go wrong with it. It's gonna be kind of more expensive to keep fixing it year after year rather than just replace it and, you know, have a brand new thing that, you know, it's not, nothing's gonna go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So I said 16,000. Well, I'm gonna have to double that. It's $32,000.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It's only 20,000.
Okay.
All right, and then you can just take a look at the rest of these and tell me what you think.
Okay. I'm kind of liking this this 2-stage furnace. I can't afford that modulating furnace, but I feel like I don't want to just do the Band-Aid thing anymore and keep fixing little pieces here and there. Like you said, the 200,000 miles, you hit that, and it starts going downhill. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be living in this house. I don't know if I'm going to stay in this house, like, I don't know. So
sure.
I'm thinking about getting this 2-stage furnace because it's not quite as expensive as modulating. If I decide to stay here, then I have that 2-stage. It's a little more. It's a little better on utilities versus that single stage.
Yeah.
But I don't want to just either, whether it's doing the quick fixes or whether it's getting that cheaper single stage, just buy the cheapest thing, throw it in there. Well, then, you know.
Right. You get what you pay for.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and
definitely.
that 2-stage, it's a great furnace. You know, I have a lot of happy homeowners with that.
Yeah.
So I think that is a great option.
And that comes with a 5-year warranty, right?
Yep, 5 years. So within 5 years of Christmas Eve, you know, if it goes out, you don't have to write a check, no nothing.
Okay.
So whenever you come for this, just for the furnace, not your water heater or anything like that, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So whatever goes wrong with this, then we'll come out and do it for free.
Okay. Well then, I'll probably do that 2-stage furnace then.
Okay.
When are you guys thinking that you'll be able to come out and do that? Like, how long does it take to take this one out and put a new one in?
Yeah, it'll take about a day. We'll have our installers come out, and it'll take a day. So whatever day works for you, you know. I mean, you don't even have to be home if you want to be home. Most homeowners do want to be home,
right?
Just because, you know, there's different people in their house that they don't know.
Yeah.
But so whatever works for you, we'll schedule it with our office people, and we'll have them out here.
Okay. All right.
And then we do have financing available because a furnace is a big investment. But if you do have the money laying around, we do accept cash or checks. So whatever option works for you.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. So we'll call, or whatever day, we'll call and get it scheduled. How does that work for you?
All right, sounds good.
All right, pleasure working with you.
Yeah, thanks.